What up, people? It's a horror night with the scary snobs. Jason, how's it going, my man?
Dude, I am doing fantastic. I'm not wearing my glasses today because for some reason they're very crooked, and I just didn't want to look like a loser on camera and have these glasses that were like this. So
Uh,
I'm here without the glasses.
can you see
trying
this?
something new.
How many fingers
Yeah,
am I holding up?
3.
Okay, I don't know. Listen, with people with glasses, there's different levels of like how great your eyes are. Some are just garbage when they take their glasses off. Like I'm like, yo, why you're supposed to wear glasses and you're driving? Like you can barely see walking down your steps. You can barely see in front of your face. I'm not getting in that car with you. Oh man, it'll be fun. No, but no,
Yeah,
I'm glad you had a
I
fantastic
can
weekend.
see up close mostly.
Okay, get those glasses fixed.
Oh, I
If you wear
will.
glasses, get your glasses fixed. Get your eyes checked. I don't wear glasses, but I need to get my eyes checked. I've never had an eye exam, but that's important. I want to say that because there's certain things as people we just don't think about until we have to do it when it comes to health. I feel like dental and eyes are last unless like you're having blurry vision, and I could be wrong. And then as far as dental, it's like, oh man, I have a toothache or a tooth cracked. I got to go to the dentist. Not your regular, even for the doctor too, though. I guess for all that stuff, we got to get better at that. Like I'm the type of guy, you'll hear something in your vehicle, like, oh shoot, I got to get this checked out. But for yourself, you're like, oh my back hurts or something hurts, and you're just like, I'll lay down or whatever. And I'm not saying go to the doctor for every single thing like that, but at the same time, we should kind of open our eyes and go a little bit more, especially being a little older, because that could be something. That could be something nothing, but it could also be something real serious that you're just ignoring. It could be building up on. So yes, go to the doctor. And I'm also talking to myself when I say this as well, not just to you guys, but to everybody. But yeah, people, I'm here having a great time. Had a great weekend. Had a fun podcast last night on Popcorn and Pints. We reviewed The Lion King 1 and Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. Go on over there and check it out and see what you guys think. See our reviews. If you've never seen the original Lion King, by the way, which to me is one of the best movies in the world ever made, you should definitely see it. Like that's what I'm gonna say you need to see. I know I don't say that about most movies, about all movies, but the original Lion King you need to see because there's so much you get from it, there's so much you learn from it. And even as an adult, like watching it again, and I know this is horror night, so I just want to get this out. Like there's so much you didn't catch as a child because you're watching the cartoon, you're watching the funny and all the cutesy wootsy stuff, what you still love as an adult. But then you're getting more of the messages, more of the stories. Like this is all I'm gonna say. Simba was depressed during the Hakuna Matata time. That's depression. I'm not saying Hakuna Matata isn't bad, but that was depression during all that. You kind of see it, but again, go watch that movie. It's an amazing film. If you've seen it before, watch it again. It's something that I feel you have children that are into Disney and all that and the cartoons. That should be one of the first once they're old enough. Let's say like maybe not saying they'd be too young to watch it as a baby, but really introduce it to them, or maybe play it from when they're a baby up to when they can really understand what's going on in the movie, even if it's just the child's understanding of it, because it's one of those and it still holds up. Had to get that out.
The Lion King would be a good horror movie.
Oh yeah.
You could remake that as a horror film just to point you back to horror. But so I signed up for Screambox. I wanted to see the Chucky documentary that's on there. I think it's Living with Chucky. And I'm super excited because they have Zombie 3 and 4 on there, which I've not seen yet.
Oh, they have on Screenbox, my friend.
Yeah, I've seen Dawn of the Dead, obviously, and I've seen Zombie. And I kind of want to see Zombie 3 and 4, which is the Italian, sequels to Dawn of the Dead. So
nice to know. I never knew that. Nice to know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Italian. Yeah.
What was I gonna say? So it's funny you mentioned that because how over on Screenbox you go through the things. They have one that's just Asian horror, which I have an Asian horror wheel over on Horror Story just because of I love foreign film, and then they have an Asian version of Cube. Have you ever seen the Cube movies? Cube?
No.
I recommend, especially the first one, but I would say just watch them all just to watch them. But I recommend the first one, and they did an Asian version of that, and I cannot wait to review that movie when the wheel hits it. But Screenbox is dope. There's a lot of stuff on there. If you haven't seen Terrifier, the Terrifier movies are on there, 1 and 2.
The Ringu movies are on there, which I've never seen. I haven't seen Ringu 0.
Me either.
And then there's another one I think called Spiral.
Yep. It's again. I have all those, which but I mean, you're all. It's always an open invitation, not just for you, Jason, but for all you guys out there watching the Scary Snobs, to come on the Horror Research 30 and review a movie with us. The only thing you just have to watch the movie, like have to watch the movie. I'll say within at least the last week, so you really remember. Watch the movie, come on the episode, and review it with us. Have a good time. But when those movies come up, I'll definitely make sure Jason, these movies are coming up, because those type of movies that have the sequels, I'm doing more of like a combo. Those would be the double episodes. You know what I mean? Like the Tuesday will be 2 movies, Thursday will be 2 movies type of deal.
Yeah, let's do 5. Let's do all the Ringu movies at once. Have you seen the Ring Ju-on crossover?
No.
Yeah, that's also on Screenbox. I can't remember what it's called. Let me look it up real quick.
Yeah, you know what I like about Screenbox, and is they have a lot of indie on there.
It's called Sadako versus Kayako.
Oh,
Ringu versus Ju-on.
I would definitely watch it. I'm probably going to watch it. I hope it's on one of my wheels, but I'll have to find that out.
Yeah, I think I checked it out. I thought it was pretty fun, but I need to watch all the Japanese versions of the other ones. I've seen Ringu 1 and 2, the Japanese version. I haven't seen the prequel or the one that came after, and I haven't seen the Ju-on movies.
Well, the Ju-on, okay. Yeah, see, I've seen the Ring, but not Ring. Like, I haven't seen the Asian versions of those movies, which I know are going to be way better, way creepier, way scarier. There's just something they do, especially, I'll say, because most of them are like a paranormal type. So with the paranormal and adding the children and adding the old people, I'll even say, I don't think anybody does it better. And the reason why I say that is because, like, with the children, it's like they're just like, you know what? Treat this little MF or like he's an adult with these scenes. Like, let's make these scenes scary. And this kid right here is supposed to scare the people watching this movie, make this scene believable. And they go there and do it. They don't cute it up at all. They make it creepy. And I love that. And then same thing with the older people. And I've said this before. I believe I've said it on here. I know I've said it on my show, but with those two, with the older and with the younger, those are like the two you don't really feel as adults, like say as our age, you don't feel like a threat from. You know what I mean? Versus like a teenager, a certain age, like 15, 16, these kids are big as hell now. They could be a little threatening. And then, people around our age. But then when they're up in the like 70s, 80s, no disrespect, but you're just like, I'm not as threatened by you. And same thing with, babies, toddlers, little kids. Like, I'm not threatened by you. Yeah. But then when you put that possessed, that ghost, that whatever aspect to it, but then make them look it, have them just appearing just in these certain, just the way they do it is just beautiful. Like, and this is why I love horror so much. And it's like my favorite. It's my favorite genre of movie. It's my favorite art. It's my favorite video game. It's like my favorite genre of everything that you can think of as far as content wise. Because it's just that type of art where I always say you can go in any direction. And oh my God, I can't wait to watch those movies, man. I can't wait to watch those movies.
Yeah, I've seen the Grudge movies, but I have not seen the Japanese remakes or the Japanese originals.
Yes, which those were good. Those were not, from what I remember, those are pretty good. I don't think I've seen them since they came out. Maybe one time since, but
I've seen them once. I have not seen. I've seen The Ring multiple times. The American version.
Oh, I got an idea. I have an idea. I can message it to you here because it's not.
The Ring is really good though. The first one. The Ring is one of those few remakes that I think is really good. I don't think it's as good as the original, but it's still really good. But man, you got a lot of news stories, and one of those I was looking at this morning. I'm super excited to get into it, and that is that they're remaking. I don't know why they're remaking or quote unquote reimagining, but we're getting another Leprechaun movie. And I thought Leprechaun Returns, the last one that came out, was a pretty solid follow-up to the previous series. And whoever played the Leprechaun in that one, I know it wasn't Warwick Davis, he did a really good job, I thought. Mm-hmm. And I'm sad that they're not going to continue with that same actor. They're going for a whole new actor again. I have not seen Leprechaun Origins. I have not heard good things about it, so I kind of avoided it. But
Yeah,
I don't know,
I
man.
haven't seen
There's
that
something
either.
about this franchise that I love. The Goofy, like with Leprechaun in the Hood with Ice-T.
Loved it.
Me too. It's so funny.
Freaking it. Loved it. Just pull it up because you're talking about it.
So, what are your thoughts on a new Leprechaun movie?
Honestly, I'm excited. What I'm hoping for though, man, is I'm hoping that they make it. You know, the first one was, I'm not gonna say it was like scary, but that was like the scariest one. It was the darkest one. I really want them to go back in that direction. I
Okay.
really want. I don't mind it. I don't. I mean, we have the horror because that's a horror comedy franchise. I don't mind that.
It's a comedy horror franchise. I'd put the word comedy above horror.
Okay, it's fair. Either or is fair. Either or is fair. But I mean, just that look right there alone, we love the look. I'm sure they're gonna change it up, which I'm not mad about because I think they should make it their own. But I say pay. Obviously, I hope they pay homage to the original. And I'm not saying take all the humor out, but have less humor. Like make it darker, make it creepy, make it scary.
Yeah, 100%.
And even having it to the point to where like say what the humor's in with the kills. Like say it's a really cool kill, but then maybe something he says is funny. Or like kind of like kind of like a smart ass or what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of it right now, but you know what I'm talking about. Like that kind of and maybe a little, of course, a tad more human here and there, but I say tone it down, make it darker, make it scarier, make it creepier.
But yeah, no, I agree, man. Let's make it more scary. I say let's go ridiculous with it if we're gonna go the comedy route. And let's get Ed Sheeran to play the Leprechaun. We can just instead of de-aging him, we can de-size him into a smaller version of Ed Sheeran.
This guy. Oh shit! I wouldn't be mad. But no, seriously though, make it darker. Make it. I don't care if it's a little fun, but make it darker. Make it a scary movie. Make it a scary movie. And then see what happens. Let's see what happens. Though I'm not gonna shoot it down. I'm also not gonna praise it too much. I am kind of excited that they're doing something. And just speaking on this really quick, this is a reason why, like with certain horror movies, yes, I know Leprechauns popular, but I feel like for the ones that are popular but maybe not the greatest movies, those are the ones I feel like we should be focusing on for reboots and remakes more. Again, I'm gonna watch everything that I get my hands on either way because that's just how I am. And if I like it, I like it. If I don't, cool, I don't. But I feel like the ones that were either popular or not that great, or ones that are unknown, or you know what I mean, the ones that are kind of unknown that they were dope, like the cult classics type of deal, to where only that cult following knows about them or really loves them. And you're just like, okay, let me reboot this and maybe we can get some. But I digress.
Yeah, man, I agree. I hope we get another Leprechaun soon. I have yet to see Leprechaun in Space, and I haven't seen Leprechaun Back to the Hood.
Okay.
I was disappointed that Ice-T was not back for Leprechaun to the Hood. I think Leprechaun Back to the Hood has Sticky Fingers in it, if I remember correctly.
Yes, I believe he is in it.
He's from the group Onyx. Everybody out there that's a hip hop fan.
Yes, he is.
I haven't seen that one. I should go. I'm going to do it. I'm going to watch In Space here soon because I love it when horror movies go to space for the good or the bad.
That one was I was going to say it was for the bad. I remember on an episode of Horror Research 30 when the wheel picked the previous episode, I was cheering, I was clapping, I was excited. The very next episode, I damn near cussed myself out after watching that movie. I was just like, I can't believe how excited I was. I believe I even pulled up a clip of me. I can't remember if I did this or not. I know I definitely thought about doing it, or maybe showed like how excited I was. And then I'm just like, no, this didn't do it for me. But I'm not telling you not to watch it. I'm just saying be prepared. Like Scar said, which is the hardest villain song out there. And if you want to call it this song, name a better one. I'm including Real Hip Hop. That song is just dope. But anyway,
Syllable Flesh, can you scroll down a little bit?
Yes. Barbara Crampton.
Okay. That could be frightening.
Yeah.
I'm not super familiar with H.P. Lovecraft's work.
See, me either. Me either. So this will be fun to kind of dive into. I don't even want to read too much about it because I like going into things blind
Yeah.
for the most part. Just because it just takes it for me. It takes away. It takes away the suitable flesh. Barbara Crampton returns to H.P. Lovecraft's horror, which seems to be pretty popular nowadays. I mean, it probably always has been, but I feel like I hear about it a lot more.
Especially after the show that was really popular a few years ago.
Yeah.
What do you guys think in the chat? Let me know. How do you guys like going into your horror movies? Do you watch minimal trailers? Do you read minimal on it? Do you just see that it's coming and then get excited based on the title and who's in it? I'm curious. Let us know below, because I found myself enjoying going into horror movies mostly blind. Like Boogeyman, I haven't seen it yet, but I know nothing about it.
So actually, I seen that. Me and the wife went to go see that last weekend. Just to get ready for the next topic. But we went to go see that last weekend. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. It was decent. Definitely worth the watch. And that's all. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. I didn't even do a review on it now that I think about it, but I'm not gonna spoil it for you. It's worth a watch. You scare easy like my wife, so you're definitely gonna have a few jump scares in there. I'm going by what you told me. And we're gonna have to prove this one night. One of these nights we're gonna have to do a watch party and watch something that's a real good horror movie, good jumpy, scary horror movie. And me and you will be on camera. My wife will be over here on the side. You'll be able to hear her, but you won't see her because she won't be on camera, which is fine. Well, we'll have some fun with that. Let's have fun with that. But
this makes me happy.
Yes, Nev Campbell's gonna be in Twisted Metal.
I love seeing Nev Campbell pop up in things.
Yes, this is gonna be this. This is gonna be a fun show. This is gonna be a fun show. And again, for those if you've played the game, you'll enjoy it. I think you'll enjoy it either way, honestly. But if you've played the game, I think you'll enjoy it even more. Or maybe actually that may also piss you off. But I mean, this was such a fun game. This was such a fun PlayStation game. I didn't have a PlayStation until like my late teens, maybe early adult. No, I was like late teens, maybe early adult. I forgot. It was when I was buying my own. So I didn't have the PS1 until maybe adulthood. I have one now. But this is a game like I always wanted. This is a game that I hope that PS5 makes, PS4, PS5 makes a reboot. And I'm hoping here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping the show is very, 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 very successful. It does amazing. And then they just bring this game back, how the game was played, of course, newer stages and all that. And even if you use like scenes from the show as far as a stage, and maybe even using their faces from this show as the characters. So it's still having the characters from the game, but it's the actors as the character. You get what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I hope this is successful, and I hope it brings out an awesome, fun game, multiplayer game to play online, so we can play with you guys.
Yes, and I do this show. Anthony Mackie, Nev Campbell.
Yes.
Trying to remember who else is in it, but it's got a pretty stacked.
It's a pretty good cast. Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, freaking the wrestler that's playing the Twisty the Clown. Oh, Samoa Joe.
Okay. Nice.
Samoa Joe.
Yeah, dude, I'm in. And of course, Nev Campbell, it's hard not to mention Scream, but I did read the other day that Paramount is expected to announce Scream 7 in July. This is all rumors. And that they absolutely will not go ahead without Jenna Ortega, which makes me happy. So I guess that's what they're doing right now. They're trying to lock in all the deals for everybody after their work they're doing now.
Okay, that's fair.
And it would have been a bad business decision to make this movie without Ortega or Radio Silence.
And I'm going to watch it. And as a matter of fact, when it gets closer to that movie coming out, I'll even say the year it's coming out, I'm going to watch the first 6 one by one, and Jason's going to watch them, and we're going to review them all.
We're going to do a watch party for all of them because I want to watch them with Sturdy. I really want to dive into what it is about this series that you don't enjoy as we watch them, with you showing me which stuff you think doesn't work for you.
That's fine. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. I'm down for that.
Nev Campbell, keep working. And if you don't bring her back for Scream 7, it's a missed opportunity. I think you bring her back for 7 and you completely give her character a happy ending and then she never comes back again.
My happy ending. Do you mean like the massage thing, or you mean? Never mind. We're not gonna go there.
Whatever makes Sydney Prescott happy, if that is what she wants, then that's what she should get. Another Barbara Crampton show. Here we go.
Little Bites movie starring Heather Langenkamp and Barbara Crampton. Wow, I really just mixed up their last names, but you guys know what I mean. Look at that look. That look right there. How many times have you got that look from your mother or your significant other? Yo, sometimes you're gonna be just waking up in the morning and you just like, why are you awake?
Did you watch that show, Midnight Club?
No, wait. No. What was that? What was that on? What is that?
It's on Netflix. The same guy who did, I think it's called Midnight Club. It's the same guy who made Haunting of Hill House, Blythe Manor, Mass, Midnight Mass.
Midnight Mass. I'm actually watching I've seen Hill House already, but I'm watching it again with the wife. We actually do watch parties for that on Mondays. Do 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And after that we're gonna do Bly Manor and same rule, 2 episodes. But I don't know if is that the one with like something 1994. Was that that was something that was Fear Street. Never mind.
Fear Street. That's fun too. No, it's it was his last thing on Netflix, and then he's moving over to Amazon, but it's called Midnight Club. No, I liked it. It had people had mixed thoughts on it, but
you know what? Midnight Club. Okay, now that you mentioned, I think my wife.
They kind of get together at midnight and they tell stories, like horror stories to each other.
Kind of like Are You Afraid of the Dark, in a sense.
Yes, kind of. It's in like they're all have some form of cancer or terminal disease.
Okay.
But I thought it was solid, and I thought she was really good in it.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe my wife watched that. And I believe that's like on our list of Mondays watch parties is that show. Wednesday watch parties, by the way, people. I don't know when I'm bringing that back. I may just wait till like a new show series drops, and because Wednesday is usually when I drop the newest show to kind of stay up to date. Fridays and Mondays are kind of more randomized and shit. But anyway, yeah, I want to see. I got to watch that. What you're talking about, and I'm gonna watch this. It's cool to see. You know what I'm loving though? It's cool to see the new school people coming, and we're still getting the legends.
Yes.
Yeah. And this right here, The Count, is what I've been asking for a vampire movie for a very long time. You see this Netflix movie, R-rated for strong violence, gore, and graphic nudity. We need a gory, wild, crazy, gory, just fun vampire film. I don't know if this is from the film or if this is just from another film, but let's stay tuned.
Who's in this? Do we know?
I have no clue. I can scroll up if you want to see. Oop.
Huh. So they don't really know anything about it other than the R rating.
Strong violence, gore, and graphic nudity, rape language, and sexual content. That's going to be a crazy ass movie.
Yeah. So I mean that couldn't be an image from the movie if they don't know.
Yeah, this is probably just an idea.
Oh, it's from the invitation. If you scroll down, yeah.
What happened?
It says right there. The image is from the invitation from 2022.
Okay.
So yeah, come on Netflix. I want more surprise drops. Like, we haven't gotten a whole lot of those, but like recently with theater movies like Boogeyman, I didn't know that was coming out last week until it came out. Spider-Verse I thought wasn't coming out until July, and then it came out. Like, I know those aren't surprise releases. They were on the slate. I just somehow missed them. But I want surprise releases. Like, I want to one day just look at my AMC app and see that, Friday the 13th, part 47 is playing in theaters. And then
I would like that. But I guess you also have to have the hype of it.
Or, just drop a trailer that day and saying, this movie's coming out. Go check it out.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't be mad at it because if I see a horror, I'm like, because at the same time, if I see a horror movie on the list for the weekend, me and the wife are like, okay, let's go. Even if we haven't heard of the movie, let's go see it. Let's go watch it. Horror is just that one genre that's going to bring us to the theater, which I do want to say because you brought up the Spider-Verse movie. So we went to go see the Boogeyman last week, and the cool thing about it coming out last weekend was that the Spider-Verse movie just came out that weekend. So of course those theaters it was packed. The Little Mermaid was out for its second weekend, and I think what you call it was out for its second or third weekend.
Fast X.
No, not well, yeah, Fast X was also out. Shoot, that's right. But no, Guardians of the Galaxy, that's been out for like 3 weeks now, right? 4. So all those movies were out. So when we go to the Boogeyman theater, not only because where we go it's a smaller theater, so not only do we have the best theater in the facility, the reason why I say that is because it's theater 4 and it has the recliners. I don't care about the all extra stuff with the screen. I don't care about the 3D stuff all that much. As long as I can see a movie on a big ass screen with some cool sound, I'm good. All that extra stuff is great. But if I have a recliner seeing all that, the extra bells and whistles don't even matter because the recliner beats all that because you're just comfortable. You're so comfortable. So yeah, that was awesome. I had to bring that. I had to bring that up. I had to.
Nice. I mean, the Boogeyman still did 27 million opening weekend up against all that stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and if it came out, say this past weekend, I think it may have done better, honestly, because nothing really came out this weekend, nothing big like that, and no horror came out this weekend, I should say.
Transformers came out this weekend.
That's true, but it's not Spider-Verse.
No, I mean, I'm curious to see how Transformers is.
But then again, you know what? I don't want to say that because it could do amazing. But you know what? It's the Beast Wars part of it that has me kind of like, people may not know that about that as much. Well, it's because it wasn't as popular as Transformers. It was awesome. I mean, I just know from the cartoon. Again, I wasn't a comic book kid. But I want to see it, but I don't necessarily want to go to theaters to see that. Same with the Spider-Verse movie. I'm just like, I'll watch those at home. They're long-ass movies. And it's not like my genre, even though I want to see Little Mermaid, but that's just because of how awesome it looks on screen. So if we probably have to go back like next Saturday to see that and to see The Blackening. I have to see that next weekend for sure.
Oh, dude, The Blackening. Oh my God, folks. Let us know in the comments below if you'd like us to do a special episode of Scary Snobs where we review The Blackening.
Yes, because I will be talking about it on Horror Research 30. I will love to talk about it more over here. We might just do it anyway. But let us know. She Came from the Woods exclusive poster, 1980s slasher throwback, comes to Tubi this weekend. It's from 2 days ago, so this is something I definitely want. Just from this alone, I was like, I want to check this out. Just from this picture alone, I want to check this out. Nice. Between that and this, right here, that's important.
Yeah. It's out already?
Yeah, it came out this weekend. So
I'm gonna add it to my Tubi list right now, folks, before I forget.
Yeah. So it's like, yes, please. Yeah, with an extra side of fries. I want this movie. Give me a milkshake as well. There's the ketchup right there. There's all the ketchup. I want to see this. I'm going to see this. I'm gonna tell you guys how I feel about it. So is Jason.
I hope it's good.
Me too. Now, this next one right here I'm about to pull up, I'm super excited for a very, very important reason, because I'm one of those, and I know you are, Jason. I always want to get kids into horror. The easiest way you can is probably something like this.
Eli Roth. Man, it cracks me up that Eli Roth makes family films now also.
Animated series. So and the animation doesn't look bad. It actually looks like something I would watch myself. And I'm probably gonna watch it. And I mean, again, if it's to that point to where with certain people, with their own children, nieces, nephews, if they're allowed, they're only allowed to watch that certain level. This might be that certain level they can watch where it either gets them into where it keeps their interest or piques their interest. Like it's like, okay, cool. And yeah, so I'm here for this. I'm here for this. Like I want to see this myself. 10 seasons. It's gonna be debut on Hulu and Peacock. Hell yeah! So I'll be streaming this when this comes out. I'll be streaming this and doing a review on this for sure. Yeah,
I'll check it out too. I like Eli Roth. It's funny to me that the guy who made Hostel and Cabin Fever is making a kids show. I know he made The House with the Clock in the Wall. I know that he directed that, but even that was weird to see him because he makes some fucked up movies. Sorry,
but I mean, you're right about that, but it's smart because it's like, you know what? I can keep making these crazy, crazy, crazy movies, which I'm gonna make them here and there. But if I can start making these little cute, especially a series, think of this. Think if this series goes good, right? If I can make a good, fun series for kids that has some horror elements in it, not even it doesn't even have to be like a cutesy wootsy thing. It doesn't have to be too cute, but not too crazy, not too scary, not too confusing. And then have maybe a little adult elements thrown in there that's we see it, the kids may or may not, but we definitely see it, so it draws us into watching it. So it's more of like a family type of watch. That's going to draw eyes, that's going to draw dollars, that could possibly draw some merchandise, some toys, some stuff like that from the side for not only for children though, because again, if we watch this enough and then we're like, oh my gosh, this character is cool as heck. Oh wow, now there's a figure for that. Oh, I'm getting that for myself. So I see what he's doing in the long run and I respect it. But I really do hope this is cool. I hope this is awesome because again, I always want kids to get into horror. I always want them to get introduced any way that their parents would allow. And the more we have stuff like this, the more these kids get introduced and the longer horror can keep going on, even, hundreds and hundreds of years from now, because the kids are still getting into it and loving it and enjoying it. And I'm really, like I said, that's why I hope this is successful. Just for that reason alone. Even if I don't like it, but the kids love it because it's for kids. I'm hoping I really enjoy it, but even if I don't like it and the kids love it, I'm satisfied with that as well. I'm satisfied with that as well.
Yep, let them have a piece of some horror.
But, and now, video game. The Great Hill Incident is a truly terrifying video game for anyone who's afraid of aliens. I would check it out. I was on the PC. Coming to consoles June 13th. Takes place in a small town, blah, blah, blah.
Resembles M. Night Shyamalan's Signs. The small town does, not the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
I may check it out. It depends on how. Okay, so it depends on how much. It depends on how much it is too, though. But
horror games have me at horror games. I always feel the most immersed in horror games because of like the atmosphere and stuff really pulls me in.
Mm-hmm. I'm with you on that. I mean, again, it's my favorite genre and like everything, so it's gonna give me that same feel. It piques your interest so much easier, especially if they have it like just if they do it to the point of which that does look kind of cool. Looks kind of fun. Looks like it can be kind of a creepy game. It just pulls you in because, well, for me, it's my favorite genre. And then if the story's good too, or at least jumpy and scary, which I have to actually get back into Resident Evil 7. I know I keep saying I'm going to play The Last of Us, but there's DLC content that my stepdaughter showed me the other day that I do have and never played it. And that was pretty damn creepy. So be on the lookout for that, people. Yeah, I'm gonna trying to say things, but. Again, horror gaming, man, it's another thing that can bring kids into it because kids game, kids stream, and I love it. I'm always here for it. I believe the Texas Chainsaw Massacre game is supposed to be dropping August 18th or something like that, so I'm definitely getting that.
Did you see that they cut the price of the Friday the 13th game?
Yeah,
which is awesome. If you guys don't have it, go check it out because I guess you'll still be able to play the game until 2024, end of 2024, but you cannot buy it after the end of 2023, which is a shame. Yeah. But all the DLC is only 99 cents. The game is only $2.99, I believe. Don't quote me on these prices, but I know that I'm pretty close.
I may go and get because I own the hard copy of the game. I got like the hard copy with the Part 3 mask and stuff.
Yeah.
So I may go on and just download all the DLC just because, even though it's going away, but just because, boom, I have it. Because I think so once the game is gone, is that just they're just taking it off? Like unless you have it in your library or own it on hard, you can't get it anymore, right? Is that what it is?
You can't buy it anymore,
but you can still play it.
Yeah.
Or even after, until after next year,
until the end of 2024 at least. I mean, they're trying, or at the most, as of now. They're trying to extend that part of it, which I don't understand the whole rights stuff with Friday the 13th. It's been a confusing mess for a while.
Well, the mess is fine. So with that, just because we're on that and we're on video games, with that, the mess is finally cleaned up as far for the most. Well, no, I think it's finally cleaned up because they're coming out with the series on Peacock. But there is rumors that there is another game coming out. So what I'm hoping is with another game coming out, that it's, and I don't get me wrong, I did love this game. It was a fun game and all that good stuff, but people don't really play it as much as like the first 2 years that it was out, I'll say.
Oh yeah.
So I'm hoping the next, and I understand why though, with the legalities of stuff going on and all that other stuff. But now I'm like, okay, with this licensing thing, let's really ramp it up. Let's really, if you're gonna have it like I would say first of all, let's have a really dope solo play to go through the game. Maybe you're going through each, not necessarily each movie, but each stages per movie. You know what I mean, type of thing. And then for the multiplayer, same thing. Like kind of what they were trying to do with this one, I guess. But more deeper. Let's really knock that one out the park. But I know I told you guys I usually don't do trailers, but I watched some of this one the other day. It's ridiculous. I want to see it. CaddyHack trailer mixes Gremlins with Caddyshack. Look at this. This just looks ridiculous. We all know what that is. Like this just looks. This is.
We gotta do the trailer, man.
I know.
Our fans demand it. I know. You can close your eyes and plug your ears.
Oh no, I'm this one. I hit it on YouTube so the videos. But oh damn it!
I said it's coming out to Kevin Smith's theater.
Freaking shit! Hang on.
Sorry, technical difficulties, folks.
Yes.
They'll get them pulled up.
I'll get it pulled up in a second. Let me get back to that real quick.
But yeah, I'm really excited to dive into Screenbox. I was surfing through their library before I made the decision to pick it up for a month.
I'm so glad you got that, man. Because I was telling you, I was like, yo, Screenbox. Because and what it is, because the conversations we have, I mean, a movie like CaddyHack would be on Screenbox. You know what I mean? And that's a movie that we're both over here smiling about wanting to see. And I'm like, yeah, this is
CaddyHack, man. I think at some point there's some studio with a dartboard somewhere. And it's just like, let's throw all this stuff up there and then we'll just combine ideas.
I'm fine with that. Yeah. I am perfectly fine with that. For some stuff.
What was that?
No! Lay me down something
Come on.
I can't have my members playing you a dead cat.
Place on the wall nearest the fallen board.
It's the Venus Falls.
That's supposed to be Trump.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think so.
Right here.
What
It looks so terrible and bad, but right up my alley at the same time. I'm watching this.
And give them everything we got.
Oh, this is going to be 50-50 for me. I kind of, the trailer makes me want to see it. I just don't know if I'll get all the way through it. I can't tell from the trailer.
I'm going to finish it because I'm going to try to reach out to the creators and get them on for an interview. So I'm going to watch this whole movie.
Well, if you can get us an interview.
Heck yeah.
Look at that, man.
Tell me you don't want to see that.
If you had asked me, I would never have guessed ever that they would make a horror Caddyshack.
I'm not mad they did though. Like it's like, is this something that we're getting that we never knew we needed? Or is
I
it
want
just...
a horror vacation movie. Griswolds go into Florida and they kill people along the way.
I like it. I mean, I like it, but CaddyHack, Caddy freaking hack, man. Wow.
Yeah,
it's not gonna be as entertaining.
All of Chevy's Chase movies should be made as a horror movie.
As a horror movie. Holy crap, man! I'm really hoping. I know it's not gonna be good, but I'm hoping it's gonna be fun. Like I know it's not gonna be like a good movie. Like, oh my god, this is just one of the deepest horror movies I've ever seen in my life. But I hope it's fun and I hope it's hilarious. That's the thing. Is you want it to be fun, funny, and some cool kills. At least, well, coolish because you see what they're using to kill. Oh my god! But I'm not mad at it because things killing looks so horrible. I'm just going to that really quick, but I freaking love it. I freaking love it. So let's hope we get the same out of that. If that does what it's supposed to do, it's gonna be one of those movies I'm gonna come back to quite often. But if not, hey, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. So, what do you got coming up, Jason?
Geeks Podcast. We're live every Saturday at 7 p.m. We took last weekend off because we could. I mean, there's no other good reason to say it, but we were off.
No, that's sometimes that's a good enough reason. It's just like, yo, look, we haven't I have nothing to do this weekend. None of us have anything to do this weekend as far as like obligations where we have to take the episode off. But it's like sometimes you need a little break.
My girlfriend came back in town from being in Florida for a week.
See?
And one of our other guys, his parents were in town. So I'm like,
oh, okay. So
we're going to use this as an excuse to just be.
But that's not an excuse because it's like, okay, my girl just came back. I want to spend some time with her. So, okay, I'm sitting this episode out. And the other guy's like, hey, my parents are in town. I kind of want to see them. Oh, okay. Then they leave. And it's like, okay, no episode.
I was like, man, I like doing the podcast. So I'm like, I really like doing the podcast. I'm like, but I have my outlet with Sturdy tomorrow. So I'm like, we're just going to take it. And then I could just talk to Sturdy.
There we go. Yeah, same here. I love it. I love it. This is, yeah.
What about you?
So Tuesday, Thursday, I have actually no. Let me start with Monday. I have a watch party over on Stream Lounge doing Hill House. I forgot what episodes are on. I want to say 5, 6, either 5, 6 or 7, 8. I don't remember. Tuesday, what are we reviewing? Over on Horror Research 30, the podcast part of it, 8 o'clock Eastern time, we're reviewing a movie called Bleed With Me. And no, nothing Wednesday. Thursday, doing another movie review, a movie called Miss 45. Friday, Stranger Things episodes, season 3, episodes 5, 6, or 7, or 8. Again, don't remember. And possibly like a midnight review of Hell Night. So that'll technically be Saturday. And then Saturday night, 9 o'clock Eastern time over on Pop. I'm a busy son of a bun. I'm just realizing this. And then Saturday night, 9 o'clock Eastern time over on Popcorn and Pints, we're reviewing El Mariachi and Pan's Labyrinth. So, yeah.
Everybody out there, if you guys could please send Sturdy copies of the film Blood Lake on VHS, he would absolutely love you for it.
He's lying. Here's what I want.
All of them. He wants to own all of the copies of Blood Lake so he can burn them in a pot.
No, I wouldn't do that. If people send me that, I'm just gonna send them to other people. I'm just gonna send them out, just give them away to random people, random horror fans. But no, what I want to own the rights to the movie. I want to own the rights so that wherever it's streaming at, I can put it everywhere. I don't even care about getting paid. I just want to own the rights. I can drop it, say, put it on YouTube, put it on my Facebook channel, put it on my YouTube channel, put it everywhere. Put it back up on Tubi if I can. Put it on Amazon Prime if I can. For free, everywhere, just everywhere. So everybody can, so that way you guys can see it. And I'll tell you why over on Horror Research 30. But yeah, so I have all that stuff coming up, and then of course, hopefully racing next Sunday again, and another episode of the Scary Snobs.
Sounds good, guys. Check out the Scene Snobs. You know Mick. He's live Tuesdays at 7 p.m.
Yes.
And all the other stuff that he does throughout the week, movie reviews. The morning show is coming back, I believe, this upcoming week, or came back this morning, if I know correctly. But you guys, go check it out.
Yes, and check out Did I Fix It? That's fun to watch. There's so much stuff you can watch over on the Scene Snobs. There's so much stuff you can watch over with the 3 Geeks Podcast, over Horror Research 30, Popcorn and Pints, all that fun stuff. I'll just say the Z Network in general. There's so much amazing content you can watch from all of our from all of our stuff. check all of it out. I promise you guys are gonna have a great time with the majority of it. You might not like everything, but you're gonna like most of it. You're gonna find one of them. It doesn't matter if it's the Three Geeks podcast you go to more than any of us, Scene Snobs, Horror Research 30, Popcorn and Pints, etc. But check them all out because they're all amazing shows. We love doing this stuff. Love doing it. But,
this is not horror, but everybody go check out the transformation of Ben Grimm on YouTube. Support our buddy Joshua Schubart. He's trying to get it out there, so go give it a like, give it a watch.
What is it?
It is his pitch on his interpretation of The Thing.
Okay.
And trying to get Marvel's attention a little bit, but it's really well done. It's very well acted. He was on Mick's show. He was on my show recently. Very, very nice guy and very good short film.
Get me connected with him, please.
I can. Absolutely.
Get me connected because yeah. But yeah, people, that's another thing is we definitely get out there, support the people in the indie scene, the indie movies. And I'm not saying you have to back every single thing, but hitting that share, and I don't mean people now listen. Here's what I'm gonna say though. Don't flood people with that stuff. Don't force people to share your content. But people, just hit that share button for people. Just hit that share button. Even hit that share button. I'll say if you enjoy it, if you like it, if you were someone who would support it. Don't hit share just to hit share. If you're like, I'm never gonna watch this, I would never support it. Don't hit share then. But if you feel you would support it, hit that share button.
Or if you want to support a friend of ours, hit that share button, even if you don't like it.
That's true too. If you do want to be nice and just hit share to hit share, do that. And look both ways before you cross the street. Wash your hands after you use the restroom. We're getting
don't hit the chicken,
but fry it. Peace.